then this one will be the finished full pieces, basically. And hopefully we get some. We want 40. It takes 40 of these orbital collectors, which are the gas giant collectors that siphon off the gases from the gas giant. It takes 40 of these to encircle the planet, and you can only build them on the equator. You can't build them anywhere else. And so if you space them out properly, you get you can fit 40 of them per gas giant. Normally I would have had these just building just over time. I would have set it up, and then as we had excess power, it would then charge the stuff. But apparently I just didn't have anything functioning. I was the dumb. So those, I know we're making those because we can't make the ships without them. They're being made here. And what's this low on? Engines, of course, are the bane of our existence. Engines, and not the simple engines right here. We're talking about these. They're being made, but they're being literally shipped out to everyone. Everyone uses it or uses them. It's kind of obnoxious. You almost need an entire planet, which eventually we will, because this is technically I call it the end game factory. This is not end game. This is like early mid game factory. End game factory is where you're using one system, one star system to make one product. So you have, just say you start on, just for an example, you start on the outer edge, and so you have this here, and along the perimeter, out in the boonies is your raw resources, where all your raw resources get shipped out to, and they get processed, and then as it gets closer, you get higher end products. Eventually we'll have a planet that just, well, probably not on this playthrough. I'll probably upload videos of playthroughs as they go through, and they do, or I'll periodically do this one, but I won't steady stream it. It'll be after we build the Dyson Sphere. It's going to be me either introducing something new that came out or doing that, and in all honesty, we'd probably go to the Dark Fog by then. We'll probably do a Dark Fog playthrough before I start actually doing anything like what is new that has come out, and or what is upcoming or whatnot that I've heard about. In all honesty, in a lot of cases, you'll probably hear about it far sooner than me. I just don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Not by choice. I'm never around to hear about it firsthand before everyone. So we gotta wait for this to build. Ugh. I would love to set up more resources, but it'd mean having to set up more. And the biggest issue is that there's just hundreds of different items that use these, and until those items have been built and saturated and built through, these are just going to be low. Because I mean, we have plenty We have plenty of normal engines, which is used in this recipe. We can't supply, or it's not even that we can't supply them fast enough. We need to. We've upgraded the belts and everything, so everything's there. We now need to update the. We need to update these things here. This uses gears. Why isn't this pulling gears? Where are the gears? What did you do to them? They've been decimated. Like, gears are one of the things that we make the fastest. Where are they going? Ah. Right. They're being used to make the engines right now. Engines are literally just sucking them up. Unfortunate. That's an interesting design I decided to build. And anyway, whatever. So these are made out of iron. How are we doing on iron? That iron's decimated. Did we have a second one up and going? We did. It's not being used at all. There. That was probably why. Let's actually have it deliver things. Probably go a bit faster, but that's neither here or there. And it's going to make things so yeah, let's do we have room? I think we do. B is not the blueprint button. We don't need a 2. We don't need that either. I guess the 2. Nope, not what I needed there. Couldn't remember what that blueprint was. So it looks like we just chemical. Geez, look what you're clicking on there, Stan. We're going to do a 2-lane production. Not because we need 2 lanes. Doesn't really give us much of a choice. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to build it by hand. Alrighty. So, first things first. The exit line. We're going to put that here. And then we're going to build the factory. Where is... there it is.
Mineral depleted.
We're going to put the factory in, and from there we're going to have another line that comes out from here and goes all the way across and ends right there. And we're going to build this line. Just as soon as my drones build it anyway. I'm gonna put this here and we're going to get it started filling up with the iron that we need. We need a power first, though. Power is needed where it doesn't do the thing. This is going to go in here, and then out there. Simple dealio thingy majig. And then this is going to be making gears, and we're going to copy that, and we're going to space it, and we're going to bring it all the way down, well, I guess to here for a minute, because we don't have enough, so we're going to make some. Here. Yes, we'll build the 10, and then we'll just do this again.
Replication complete.
There we go. And then of course power needs to be added. I'll have power here, basically down the line. And then we have full coverage. Now, that's still filling up, and that's going to take its sweet time doing so. That's doing that. Might as well have it producing. Oh, we need it proliferating. Otherwise, it is for naught. And then we'll 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to deliver. And then soon, here at the end, as you can see, our proliferation line is there. It's slowly going through. And you'll watch, you'll see this actually go up, you know, 1 arrow, 2 arrow, and then finally 3 arrow. Now it's fully proliferated, and you can see that blue line going through there. Every time that blue line completes, we get a free item. So it's it's a 25% increase in extra product. So for every 4 gears created, we receive a 5th one for free. So just free resources, and that actually stacks as you go from raw resource to finished product. So everything makes 25% more as it builds. So every, or at least I think it's on everything. Hold on a second. Let me double check, like, just the expensive pieces here. So yeah, if that's not running. Let's pick something that's running. Something that's making things. This is making things. So yeah, if everything's proliferated in it fully, then it's a 25% extra product, which means that every 4 items built, we get a 5th item at no extra cost in resource wise, which is huge. It's basically items for free, and it progresses at each point. Essentially stacks. That's why proliferation is so good. That's why a lot of people will actually stick with the orange proliferation and use it everywhere at the starter base and go there. I don't find it worthwhile until you can get better proliferators, the blue ones. At that point, there's not really a point. Until I'm actually making things in mass, there's not really a huge press for everything. So the nice thing is we have the quantum chips, which will allow us to build the last assembler, and we can start making things. Now we just need to make the particle broadband. I think I started on that, and then we got distracted and started building other things, or we had a resource crisis. We something happened. Something happened, and we stopped. Plastic requires the iron and the graphite. That's what we need to build. Plastic. We don't have plastic going. Ugh, plastic. But the nice thing is I can planetary, unless it's a mall something or something that I have to import directly. Planetary is the way to go.
Mineral depleted.
Actually, you know what? Let's place the... So I know I need a little bit of space, so let's give it that. So on this line right here, we're going to build plastic, which was a 2-lane chemical. So if I remember correctly, we can build 3 of these. Together. Let's start down here. So 1, 2, 3. And we have a lot of building to do. It's probably why I wasn't getting a refill on the factories, is because we just had too many things going. Eventually, we want to actually update all of these from the chemical plant to the quantum plant. It produces not only faster, but at a it produces faster. It's mainly faster. I say it produces better quality items. That's not actually necessarily true. It just produces at a faster rate. It's literally all it does. Come on, build these. There we go. Sure, build that too. Excuse me, sorry there, I had to sneeze. Also, I have kind of determined in regards to my mic and the sound quality, there's only so much that I can do currently. I just need to get a new system. And whatnot, because how my mic actually functions is it does hold kind of fairly close to my face, but if it's too close, then you hear me breathing, and personally that drives me absolutely bonkers myself. Even just re-listening to these videos, like I don't like it. It drives me bonkers. But there's a certain point where like there's nothing that can be done about it. So alrighty, first things first, we're going to get our proliferators. We only need 200. We're demanding those. We're going to give that all the bots and give it power. And then connect the power over here. And that is that. And then from here, we want the, not sulfuric acid. We want the refined oil. We're demanding the refined oil. And that's going to go get that. These pieces here, they're going to come out over here. And I need to be 3 away, where it doesn't like to go up. And we're going to proliferate everything. The next line is our oil, which is being supplied to 3 lines like that. And then with that, our hydrogen issue should be fixed, because now we're using the oil to actually come and make stuff here on this planet. So now we need to set the recipes. We have plastic, and I'm just going to copy and paste all the way up the line, and then we're going to take the line and copy it down. Oh, it's too far. Right there. And there we go. And then we'll just go up and do these. These will proliferate fairly quickly, and then start the proliferation process. Gotta love proliferation. Make sure that these are being, that I'm not missing anything. I'm not. And these are just being demanded, and they're going to take their sweet time getting here. They'll slowly get over here. The plastic will slowly build. We don't use a whole lot of plastic, but I set it up to make a whole lot. I'd much rather have a whole bunch in excess that can be pulled from than not have any at all. But sometimes I think I build enough, and then I actually just don't. In my hubris, I think that I have done the thing properly, and it turns out later that I was just flat out wrong, and I've caused problems for myself. So, but plastic, if I remember correctly, there's only a few things that actually use plastic. But soon we're going to use tons of plastic, so it doesn't really matter. Now, what were we using the plastic? Right. Particle broadband. So we have the plastic. Did we have the crystal silicon be made? I don't remember if we did or not. If we don't, then we have another line to make. That will be over here in the beginning resources. I see diamonds. We do not have crystal silicon. Crystal silicon, here we come. Alrighty, once again, it is a... Right, B is not the blueprint button. Where's our... Not that one. Ha! There's our smelter line. Okay, bring it back a little bit. Where's my arc smelter? Oh, I put them away. There we go. And then the line... just needs to be updated. There we go. We already know what this is producing, so it's going to supply the crystals. Come on, thank you. Supply the crystals. And then power. So, power, power, and then of course we have two of those. Demand silicon. Demand silicon. Oh. And proliferate. Make the crystal. Bring that across. And across. And there we go. We're making our crystals. That's what we needed. Now back to what we were doing. Now that crystals are being made. Oh, that doesn't have power. Oh. Right. No, just give it power. Anything else not receiving power? No, everything else is getting power. So it's just that one. Weird. Okay. And then last thing is this, which is 3 for 1. So it's 3 line production. Just like this. And then of course proliferators. I really should re-up this build with these in there. Or recopy the blueprint, but I'll do that at a later point. And we've got the recipe. we had to do this back on our home planet for science. Okay, so we've got our outer lane's going to be plastic because we're making tons of it. So we have our inner lane being those, our other inner lane being those, and then our outer lanes being plastic.